Terlingua was a very fast filly. Her success on the track played a key role in trainer Dwayne Lucas making the transition from quarter horses to thoroughbreds. But Terlingua's greatest accomplishment came after her racing days were over. On February 27, 1983, Terlingua gave birth to Stormcat.
She is her father's daughter, the daughter of a once-in-a-lifetime horse, the one the racing industry was counting on to reproduce himself. In the sport of kings, she was destined to be the crown princess, known simply as the Secretariat filly. But to trainer Dwayne Lucas, she was also her mother's daughter.
Now we breed my favorite horse, Secretariat, to Crimson Saint, and along comes Terlingua. And so when she showed up on the sale ring, I told Bob French, I said, this will have to be a runner. It's the two best horses I ever saw. And so we went back there and she looked the part too. She was strong. She had a great hip, a nice short back, but had a beautiful head and neck on her and everything.
She was the complete package. In 1977, Lucas, who was then a full-time quarter horse trainer, paid $275,000 for the Chestnut Yearling filly. She was subsequently named Terlingua for the town that hosted the World Chili Championships. And she ran like a world champion thoroughbred. Terlingua forever changed the face of racing. She garnered Lucas such attention that he permanently made the shift to thoroughbred racing, placing the trainer on a path that eventually led him straight into the Hall of Fame. In a bold move, Terlingua's first start was a stakes race at Hollypark, and she rewarded her trainer by shattering the stakes record. In her next, she set the Hollywood 6-furlong mark for 2-year-old fillies, and just a week later, Lucas ran her back against the Colts in the Hollywood Juvenile Championship. Eventual Santa Anita Derby winner Flying Paster finished second. The media began to talk of her duplicating her sire's Triple Crown feat. She stretched her record to 4-0 in the Del Mar Debutante. She tailed off after that, but finished her career with 3 more stakes races and 2 stakes records before a slab fracture on her right knee sent her to the Broodmare barn at age 4.
She was tough. She had a lot of personality, strong-willed, I'd say, you know. Not stupid, not crazy, but strong-willed, had a presence to her.
But her accomplishments on the track pale in comparison to her accomplishments in retirement. Today at Overbrook, just outside of downtown Lexington, Kentucky, Terlingua reigns supreme at a farm that she nearly single-handedly built for William T. Young when he purchased her as part of a 3-mare package in the early 1980s. Her second foal, a son of the Northern Dancer's sire Stormbird, made a name for himself by finishing second in the 1985 Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
And it is Stormcat who leads by 2.5 lengths. Tasso is full of run. They're running out of ground. Stormcat, Tasso, here's the wire, and it is too close to call. It's a photo finish. It can go either way. Was it Tasso? Was it Stormcat?
Retired to Overbrook, Stormcat has become the most influential stallion of his generation, with more than 150 stakes winners worldwide. His 2006 stud fee was $500,000, and he is his mother's son.
Without a doubt, if you're around Stormcat like I've been and trained so many of his offspring, they're Terlingua through and through. They walk like her, they look like her, they got her attitude. The mother's influence was very strong there.
Stormcat was one of 11 foals Terlingua produced, the final being a 2000 Boston Harbor filly.
As she got older and older, she became more and more difficult to get pregnant. And she'd miss a year, be an every other year mare. And finally, when she had that last foal, a mare that became a mare that we named Final Legacy, the foal was born, she only weighed 60 pounds. And that's a sure indication that the uterine environment is no longer conducive to raising a healthy foal. And we thought so much of the mare, we didn't want to push her too much. So we just retired her, and she's done well since.
With Stormcat now in his mid-20s, his longevity is a topic of discussion among breeders. However, all they have to do is look up the road from the Overbrook Stallion Barn to a large paddock occupied by 2 mares.
She was very fiery when she was young, but now she's pretty laid back. She's easygoing and relaxed. But now she just stays out all the time. She has a buddy she's out there with, a test mare called Ashley, and she stays out most of the year. She has a run-in shed, and she just lives the good life.
Although she possesses some of the weight loss that comes with the advancing equine years and a large right knee from her days on the track, Terlingua stands strong, the only gray on her proud face confined to her temples. She is racing royalty, no longer the crown princess, but now the queen mother of the sport of kings.